You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, I will be talking on the video game company Ubisoft and their video game, The Division 2. Now, let me just start off by saying that I've put a lot of hours into both The Division 1 and The Division 2. Now, I really did enjoy my time with The Division 1. Alright, played that game day and night. Got to the point where it's like I was playing it so much that I had to stop playing it. Then eventually I got right back into playing it. All of a sudden, they announced Part 2. Part 2 is coming out. I end up getting that. Put a bunch of hours into it. It was a really fun game. Then, for some reason, Ubisoft decided, well, let's treat this game like it's another Apex Legends or Fortnite or whatever. You have to understand, that game, The Division 2, it's not Apex Legends, it's not Fortnite, it's not Warzone. And the difference between them three games and The Division 2, because I know a lot of people will probably say like, well, it's probably, no. What they have you do in The Division 2, you have to buy the game, right? Buy the game, and then you also have to buy the season pass. Now, in my opinion, you either need to have one or the other. You buy the video game and everything inside the game is free, or you buy the battle pass and then you unlock all this stuff. But having both, that's a scam. No, it's 100% a scam. So if anybody were to ask me, is the Division 2 a game worth buying, I'm going to tell them no. But at the end of the day, I can't stop nobody from buying the game. They may listen to me, they may listen to somebody else. But if they're listening to me, I'm going to be flat out honest with them. No. It's not a game worth buying. It's not a game worth investing your money or your time into, especially when you don't get nothing good. Like, I'll admit, there have been maybe rare occasions where I'm not even really playing the game like that. Just rare occasions where I'm like, oh, okay, you know, that's I got this exotic weapon or armor. But it ain't like it's a reoccurring thing. And what trips me out is that they tell you, oh, you have to play the game on a higher difficulty in order to get, like, better gear and stuff. I'll do that. I still get the same crap gear that I was getting before. So what's the issue with that? Then another thing that I have, an issue that I have with the game is, why do you guys need to have weekly maintenance updates? I'm saying, what do you got going on with the game? And if the crazy thing is that they do these weekly maintenance updates just to keep it still in the same spot. A broken video game. I don't know how many times where I've tried to, if like somebody, alright, so in the game, somebody throws a grenade at me. I try to get my character to barrel roll away from the grenade. All of a sudden, he's glitched out on, like, he's not like stuck in the wall, but he just gets at this wall and he just act like he can't move nowhere. And I'm sitting here smashing, rapidly pressing a button to get him to move, because it'll be at some times where it's like if they throw a grenade that I'm still in that radius, so I'm trying to get out of it, and then he wants to just get stuck on the wall and act like he can't move. If you're so-called claiming, oh, we're updating the game for it to play better, it still plays the same way. It still plays the same way. There ain't nothing different from when that game very first released all the way up until the last time it released. What are you doing to this game? Absolutely nothing. So, gameplay-wise, not worth it. Loot-wise, definitely not worth it, alright? Yeah, maybe, you know, invest in some time in the story. Okay, cool. That you know, the story, I'll admit, probably the only good thing. Visual effects, yeah, you guys got that down. But that's the thing that you need to understand. It's not about the visuals. It's not about the story. It's about whether or not this game is going to be fun to play. Now, yes, there are some games out there where they have a good story. For an example, a video game like God of War, great story. I'm trying to think of some other games out there with a good story. I feel like there's a game that was just recently. Oh, Marvel's Spider-Man. Both that one and Miles Morales. See, here's the thing though. They have high-end developers working on that game. Now, I would imagine the crazy thing is that visually and storyline, the Division has that down, along with Marvel's Spider-Man and the Miles Morales Spider-Man. But when it comes to gameplay, who do you got developing that? All right, when it comes to loot, because no, here's the thing. When I play Marvel's Spider-Man, so I did play and beat the first Spider-Man, but I had to say I really invested my time in the Miles Morales Spider-Man, and I got to a point where I was like at 100% completion in that game. I unlocked all the Spider-Man suits, I did all the objectives, I did all the side stuff, I unlocked everything in that game. Now, why can't it not be the same way in the Division 2, where I've played all the missions, I've beat all the missions? Now you would think, okay, instead of having it where we give you some old crap gear after you done did like this super long mission, because they have like multiple different types of missions in the Division. They have side missions, the main missions, and then they have like these stranglehold, whatever they call it. It's pretty much like a much more bigger mission and stuff. It ain't really a main mission, but it's like a mission to really test your strength and stuff and see like how good you are at the game. So it's a little bit of a challenge, like a more challenging mission and stuff. And they have it in each of those missions, whether it's a side quest, main mission, or the bigger missions, you will still get crap gear, regardless of what difficulty you're playing it on. Why is that? Then then they have it where you got to play on one difficulty, so they'll say like, oh, if you want to get an exotic box thing, an exotic cash box, then you'll have to like play like it'll be like a weekly project or whatever, and it's just like a weekly challenge thing. But they're like, oh, if you want to get like an exotic cash box, you got to play this mission on the hardest difficulty, and the hardest difficulty is pretty much impossible to play. Like it's almost as if like, so for those that have played Destiny, it's like you're a level 15 person trying to go up against a level 100 enemy. You can seriously lay bullets into those enemies. It does absolutely nothing to them. You can have a light machine gun in that game with 200 bullets. 200 bullets does absolutely nothing. So that it really confuses me, and it concerns me, where it's like, who thought that was a good idea? Like, honestly, who sat down and thought, that's a good idea. Let's have it where you can shoot people in the game. At least with Destiny, I might have my fair choice of words to say about Destiny, but at least with them, you shoot an enemy in that game, you're killing them first shot. It shouldn't take half or a certain percentage of your bullets to go and kill somebody in the game. It shouldn't at all. I don't care how much armor they got on. It should not take literally all of your ammo at times. All of your ammo just to kill somebody. Because here's the thing. If they had it where enemies didn't drop ammo and they didn't have like no ammo boxes, I would have ran out of ammo literally first day I would have played that game. First day I would have played that game. Luckily, they have like these ammo boxes and all this stuff scattered around the game. But I'm telling you right now, if they didn't, bruh, it would just, you would have to, and the thing is, like, you can't get into no, like, fist fight in that game. It's like the Division, it's one of those games where it's like they had the idea probably right in their mind, but when they actually sat down and developed that game, it was like, this isn't what your mind was telling you. Your mind did not tell you to come out with that. Like with the first Division, yeah, you guys had that one down because it was like, it was the first time of me ever seeing a game like that, But when it came to like time to actually come out with a second and better game, what happened? So now they're coming out with the third one, and they have it where this one is going to be free because they know nobody is not going to pay money for that game. I know I'm not going to pay money for that game. If they would have never said that this new thing is supposed to be called like Heartland or something like that, if they said that you had to spend like $50-$60 for that game, I wouldn't have bought it. I'm like, I'm not buying that game. There's no reason to even buy that game. I play what I need to play in 1 and 2. There's no reason to buy 3 or Heartland, whatever they want to call it. But any Division game that comes out from this day forward, it better be free because I'm not paying for it. And I don't care how. The thing is this. Heartland can give me all the stuff that I want. It could be the funnest game that I've ever played in my whole life, but I am not spending no more money on Ubisoft games. From this day forward, all your games need to be free or be available on the Xbox Game Pass or on some form of a pass. But I'm saying right now, Rainbow, and just to really just sit down and talk on all their different games, like the last few games that they've released, right? So, Rainbow Six Siege, that's probably the one and only game where it actually did some sort of like benefiting for the Ubisoft. But see, here's the thing though, you need to understand is that people want more. People want more than what you're just offering in that game. Because if you see how many people were playing that game when it came out versus how many people are playing it now, people ain't even really, there are content creators where I had seen when I had started watching them, that was the game that they were playing. Now it's like, I can't remember the last time I seen any of the content creators that I watch play that game. Yeah, you might see like every blue moon they might play it, might post a video, might stream it, but not like how they once were, where it's like you can sit down for hours and play that game. What happened to Rainbow Six Siege when it very first? And it's like you're trying to make that game into something that it's not. Add new modes to it. Do new things to it. But don't just have it where it just, oh, well, when this stuff don't work out, we're just going to have it where it's like, oh, well, we don't do nothing to, oh, we're just going to add a new skin or a new character and add a season or a battle pass, thinking that everybody wants to keep continuously paying $15, $16 a month for some season or battle pass, not even knowing if they're gonna get through the whole, like, that's what upsets me about these battle passes and season passes and stuff, is that they think that I'm gonna sit down and play this game all this time just to try to progress so slowly, and it's like it's not gonna feel rewarding. It's really not going to feel rewarding, especially when the stuff that I want, I have to spend money for it, rather than, oh, he spent money on the game, well, let's just have it where he gets like a all around up until the game comes out, but he just gets like an all around like season pass where he don't have to buy nothing. The fact that you guys have it where you buy the game and then you got to buy the season pass, I'm not with that. I'm not with that at all. I'm like, whatever happened to just sitting down playing the game and then you just unlock all the stuff that you need to unlock? I haven't played Rainbow Six Siege in a while. If they're doing it like that, okay, cool. That's probably the one and only game that you guys did correctly. But other than that, no, y'all ain't did nothing else. When it comes to your other games, let's talk on Rainbow Six Extraction. What happened with that game? That was supposed to be the successor to Rainbow Six Siege. You guys honestly released that game as a cash grab, realized y'all wasn't even gonna make that much cash off of it, so now you guys decide, oh, well, let's come out with Ubisoft Plus and put this game on whatchamacallit, like the Xbox Game Pass or PlayStation Pass. But yeah, overall it's like we're gonna have it where it's like people ain't even gonna pay money for that game anymore. Like I guarantee and I promise you probably can walk into a GameStop's and get that game for free. It's probably one of those things where it's like, hey, look, this game's been sitting on our shelves and nobody hasn't touched it. It's collecting dust. If you want to just take this game, you very well can. It ain't gonna be no extra cost. That's literally the conversations surrounding Rainbow Six Extraction, because that's a game not even worth buying. It's not. What about For Honor? I'm like, bro, it's like that game came out when, and it's like it just I feel like they kind of like try to do like little things here and there, and I'm like, no, give up on that game. It's like the game had its ride. It's like time to move on to a second one. What are some other games? I think really the only games that they really try to focus on is Assassin's Creed. That's really the only game that I have to say I've seen from Ubisoft, where it's like, oh, okay, Assassin's Creed, that's a Ubisoft game, right? Hold on, let me check real quick. Assassin's Creed, nope, not the movie, the game, games. Yeah, it's a Ubisoft game. I thought it was. I was like, bro, if they don't make it, then I'm like, who makes that game? But anyways, where are some the Ghost Recon games? Y'all had Wildlands, right? Wildlands was really good. I felt like that was a game where I'm like, that's a game worth investing into. And you guys had Breakpoint, and I feel like that Breakpoint did not hit like Wildlands at all. I don't know what you guys did with Breakpoint, but it's like, fam, the thing is this. If you guys are going to come out with a game, y'all going to really have to sit down and focus on it. But don't release a game, and then when people are like, oh, because no, the thing is this. Look at Battlefield 2042. That's one game where I'm like, yeah, despite them having a battle pass, that's one game, and it just doesn't even make any sense, because it's like you have to buy the game, and I'm like, I don't know why I have to buy the game and then buy a battle pass. But at least they have it where you do get a lot of different free like rewards or something when you do go through the battle pass. So it's like, although they might have like that battle pass crap, And again, don't know why, but at least they have it where the game is somewhat rewarding. But the Battlefield games, for the most part, yeah, with multiplayer, it usually is pretty fun. So I'm like, and then they also do have that option. I have to say that there's a lot more that they can do with that game. I'm saying, if you spend in, how much does that game cost now? Battlefield 2042, shopping. What's pre-order bonus origin? Oh, it's a DLC. I was like, there's no way possible somebody's charging 85 cents for that game. So yeah, 20, 30, 20, so they got it for like $20 at Best Buy. Okay, so it's like, I guess, but I'm like, bruh, because that's the thing where it's like, you guys ain't really doing nothing with the game. So if it's like, if I could say, I'm like, yeah, y'all, all you guys just got is multiplayer. Add some co-op stuff. Add some missions. I'm saying, it's like, people be coming out with these games and then not be doing things that people want to them. Oh, let's just do our thing. So, and I'm like, look how doing your thing turned out. People ain't even playing the game. So, but it's like, I had to say though, with them, like, they're trying, you know, like they're actually sitting down doing something with the game rather than just, oh, well, let's just have it where the game collects dust. Oh, we'll add like a small little DLC package in the game where it's like, it's not even really worth playing or investing into. Yeah, bro, I'm like, Ubisoft, maybe I think what you guys should do is just make some movies, because where y'all are at with video games right now, it ain't it. It's not it at all. And I'm like, I don't know what you guys got going on, but it's like, you guys gonna have to, y'all either need to do something with the games that you got out, or just start making movies, because you got your guys' games suck. All right, so anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 50 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, and Kick at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And if you're purchasing any energy drinks or sleep drinks from Poggers, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. That will also knock 10% off your next purchase. And if you're purchasing any controller accessories from Fatal Grips, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. That will also knock 10% off your next purchase. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.